Alright, good morning everyone. This is a quick review of FSD Beta 10.6. Seems like the notes for suspension are about the same from last time, so no big changes there. The release notes, they've been leaked online, but the general gist is overall what I'm hearing is smoother left turns and better lane changes. Obviously you see all that information there, but that's the big gist of things, so excited nonetheless. Let's see, on the FSD beta side, again, nothing changed in those notes, and same thing with camera access. I was hoping to get more updates regarding like the noise cancellation and all that stuff for the Plaid, but you know, we'll look for that later. Aside from that, let's party. Okay, we are looking kind of good right now. Good morning. This is FSD Beta 10.6. Just looking at some of these turns to see what's going on. That right turn was amazing. Okay, I'm gonna bring this to 25, so just to see what will happen here. Yeah, these updates are always so exciting. That right turn was amazing. Okay, perfect. Now let's see if it slows down at the perfect. So drop to 17, right? So in the beginning it used to be 19, now it's 17. So that is exciting news there. Okay, what's happening here? Outstanding. Perfect. Nice and smooth. Oh, très magnifique. This beta is looking good already. Exciting. Oh, interesting. The visualization for the speed bumps either changed or disappeared, right? Because it was different before. Actually, no, they're not showing visualizations for speed bumps anymore. I'm not sure why, but that's okay. No biggie. No biggie at all. Navigate to Georgetown. Okay, so still kind of stopped a little farther, more far back than what I would have liked, but it's okay. It's just a little way too slow regarding this turn. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We are good. Let me get this multiplanetary map. Now we're headed to my favorite drive-in spot, which is in Washington, D.C. I want to see how well beta performs in my trip, right? To see if I can get a, let's call it a takeover free trip. Because trips like this are usually a mixture of autopilot and FSD. So I think that, you know, there are many sources of friction in this trip, right? Some of those sources of friction look like roundabouts. I dropped that roundabout video yesterday. Hopefully everyone liked it. And other sources of friction are like turns. But this new beta seems very smooth. I think it's somewhat dangerous to compare them, right? Because of the way, you know, I would say Tesla is iterating through these updates. I think there are opportunities to see, you know, great leaps, and there are opportunities to see like small incremental changes, right? But I can tell though right now that like the are you paying attention signal thing, so the signaling of whether or not the driver is paying attention, that is occurring a little bit more frequently. It's not making any audio, there's no audio, right? Driving that process is more of just the white screen is blinking, which is again much different than before. It didn't happen as much, right? So So that's obviously is a new thing. See this left turn, I'm hoping it goes smoothly, and it does. Fantastic. Fantastic, good job. It's a very, very smooth left turn. I think one of the smooth. Alright, so first roundabout, again, this is one of the ones in the video. I just tapped the accelerator just to encourage it to go. My hope is that when I tap the accelerator, it's, you know, it's informing the people who are labeling and all that stuff that there's no need to slow down that much. But it actually did pretty good for the first one. The second one is a crapshoot. I was talking to my sister about this one even yesterday, and she was telling me how complicated this one is for her. Actually, not my sister, my wife was telling me how complicated this roundabout is for her, and she's from California. So the fact that FSD has challenges, my hope is that it's informing the developers. And I think yesterday I forgot to tap the submit, but I tapped the accelerator just a little bit there to get it to go. My hope is that, yep, so it always gets weird here because the line detection piece is just so off. Yesterday it skipped it completely. Today it did it, but I can guarantee it's not gonna be consistent. So that was a good job. And now we're gonna get on the highway and see what that's about. Okay, so I didn't have to take over for any of that, right? There were police back there. So that was good. But now we are entering a kind of a source of friction. So this turn right here has always worked, and then it stopped working after more recent updates. So I'm wondering if it's gonna actually work today. Let's find out. Okay, so it enters that one. Let's see. Will it? Okay. 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 Yeah, so it made it here, but my greatest concern is that, actually I'm complaining about something that doesn't exist, but hear me out. my greatest concern is that when there's cars and you know, navigating through this route, that I don't see myself being successful in that turn. But for some reason there it was, which is funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I'm guessing that if there were cars, it would react as poor as it's been doing in the past. But if I'm wrong, you know, I'm happy. But yeah, this update is actually pretty good, because I would have usually taken over by now. So let's see. Okay, this turn is a wide left. Let's not get these rims curved, and boom, poof. Wow, man, this is nuts. It's almost like the developers were listening to my bug reports. Okay, I'm getting to my destination. So this is beautiful, right? This is like my ultimate test of, is this getting better? I get to see how it handles, you know, semi-contested, semi, right? Depends on the time of the day, right? So this morning shouldn't be as contested as other times of the day, but I consider today, let's call it, today's a semi-contested day. Like whatever that was a problem, but it worked. The vehicle made a right turn on the green light, yay. But that it made an abrupt change that I think was unnecessary. So I'm going to send that to the bug report. Boom. Bug report, unnecessary change. Okay, so Tesla gonna know what that means, don't know. But I'm doing my best as a beta tester. Okay. Changing lanes. So that's another thing. I think some of these lane changes are a little unnecessary. But I can understand why they're happening, right? Because I know that this is a 2-lane, you know, right turn. I imagine there's logic in this platform for that level of understanding. I think I'm just gonna go because I can't block that pedestrian walkway. Yeah. Okay. right? So the name of this game is get into the left as soon as possible so you can make that left turn. Again, today's not contested because I don't see a single car out here. It's just me and a bus. So it should go well, but we'll see. We'll see. These are the drives that I look forward to because they're almost an evaluation of progress for me. It's an East Coast driver, okay. So now I need to get to the left. I just started it on my own because I needed to happen sooner rather than later, and it did it, so good. And then I need to make this left turn. Okay. Vehicle 1 goes. Vehicle 2, which is me, attempts to go. Please don't curb the rims or hurt anyone. Boom. That was the best left turn that this vehicle has done for that specific left turn. Now, my hope is that, you know, I didn't create this, let's call it overfitting scenario, or I didn't create this scenario that forced it to to be good at that turn because of my either bug reports or execution of that turn. But that was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, it must be getting better. It must be getting better. So let's see what this looks like. Woo! I am feeling robo-taxi like. So I almost feel like I need to drive in every road in DC if it's gonna get better like this. Obviously that's gonna be a long time, but let's hope they have more beta testers in this area to kind of close the loop on this on driving here. So I watched another video on YouTube yesterday, and one of the beta testers showed how even in certain blocked areas, the map was displaying like the roads and edges, right, and stuff like that, all the edges, so the lane marks and stuff in blocked areas. So imagine if there was a wall here and the vehicle still showing some of these visualizations. And what that beta tester said was it's evident that if other Teslas drove through that same area, that Tesla must be caching it and maybe even overlaying it over the mapping data. Now, if that is happening, I like that approach. You know, the question is though, how often does it get updated? Which, yes, that is a valid question. But I think that approach is sound because now your fidelity of mapping data is so much more better. Okay, so try to stop there again. This is the one spot that I've talked about in other videos, so I just kind of accelerated through it just because there was a car behind me. But I think during one of my future drives, I'll test that out, maybe next week. Yeah, we're getting somewhere here. I'm excited. All right, this is one of those little funky stop signs with weird angles. So let's see what happens. So it stops first, and then it starts to creep to check visibility. So I then do some slight acceleration to encourage action. And I did that again. So not bad, it kind of did it. So this drive has been, woo! It is evident that there are huge leaps, even though, I mean, some things are incremental. It feels like, you know, like we're hitting that next level. Small little challenges here and there, but I think majority of the challenges we experienced were tied to mapping. So I'm excited. I am excited. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this journey to Georgetown. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. Bye.
Bye.